Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers made a significant move during the 2025 Major League Baseball trade deadline, a moment that often serves as a turning point for teams gearing up for the intense final stretch of the season. Among the various transactions that rippled through the league during this period, the Dodgers' decision to trade right-handed pitcher Dustin May to the Boston Red Sox stands out as a clear signal of how the team is reshaping its roster with both immediate competitiveness and long-term strategy in mind. Dustin May's tenure with the Dodgers has been marked by flashes of brilliance, moments where his talent hinted at a bright future as a frontline starter, but also by stretches of inconsistency that have raised questions about his role within an elite pitching staff. The 2025 season, in particular, has underscored these mixed results. Over the course of 104 innings pitched, May posted an earned run average hovering around 4.85, paired with a fielding independent pitching metric that closely matched that figure, suggesting that his struggles were not merely due to defensive lapses behind him. His strikeout rate, around 8.4 strikeouts per 9 innings, showed he still had swing and miss stuff, but his walk rate, sitting at just over 3.7 walks per 9 innings, indicated control issues that made him less reliable in high-leverage situations. In the context of a Dodgers rotation packed with established stars and big names, May's place was becoming increasingly tenuous. The team had to consider the return of Blake Snell, a former Cy Young winner, whose presence added depth but also complexity to the pitching staff. With Snell rejoining the rotation, the Dodgers' projected six-man rotation would include not only Snell, but also Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, Shohei Ohtani, Clayton Kershaw, and Emmett Sheehan, a group that blends experience, raw power, and emerging talent. Given that lineup, May's transition to a bullpen role seemed almost inevitable if he were to stay in Los Angeles, a move that he himself reportedly was not keen on. This is where the front office stepped in with a thoughtful approach, led by general manager Brandon Gomes. Rather than forcing May into a relief role that didn't align with his preferences or career aspirations, the Dodgers opted to explore trade options that could offer the pitcher an opportunity to continue starting elsewhere. Gomes explained that while the organization believed May could be an impactful contributor from the bullpen, conversations with the pitcher revealed how much starting games meant to him. The decision to trade was not prompted by a demand from May, but rather by a mutual respect for his ambitions and a desire to do right by a player who had been part of the organization for several years. The trade sent May to the Boston Red Sox, a team looking to bolster its pitching depth with a versatile arm capable of handling starting duties. In return, the Dodgers acquired two promising outfield prospects, James Tibbs III and Zach Earhart. This move reflects a dual focus for the Dodgers. They are fine-tuning their major league roster for the present while also investing in young talent that could become key contributors in the future. The arrival of Tibbs and Earhart adds fresh athleticism and potential to the Dodgers system, particularly in the outfield, an area where the team has sought to maintain both depth and dynamism. While the May trade captured most of the spotlight, another roster adjustment involved outfielder James Outman, who was dealt to the Minnesota Twins in exchange for pitcher Brock Stewart. Outman's journey with the Dodgers has been one of highs and lows. After finishing third in the National League Rookie of the Year voting in 2023, expectations were high for his continued development. However, the reality of Major League Baseball can be unforgiving, and Outman struggled to replicate that early success. This season, he spent a significant amount of time in AAA with the Oklahoma City team, delivering strong offensive numbers at that level, but limited impact during his stints with the Dodgers. Outman's trade to the Twins offers him a new beginning and a chance to carve out a meaningful role. Minnesota lost Harrison Bader, a solid defensive outfielder with a reputation for hustle and grit, when he was traded to the Philadelphia Phillies. The Twins see Outman as a versatile defense-first player who can step in and fill some of that. void while remaining under team control, which is a valuable asset in the economics of baseball. For Outman, this move represents an opportunity to reset and prove his worth as a consistent contributor at the major league level. Following the trade, Outman took to social media to express his gratitude and bid farewell to the Dodgers organization and its fans. His message reflected not only appreciation for the chance to play for the team that drafted him, but also a recognition of how those years shaped him as both a player and a person. He spoke about the journey from a young hopeful to the athlete. He is today highlighting how the relationships built along the way played a crucial role in his growth. His excitement for the next chapter in Minnesota was palpable, promising to bring energy and dedication to his new team. These moves by the Dodgers are emblematic of the ever-shifting nature of baseball rosters. Teams are constantly balancing the immediate need to compete with a vision for sustained success. The departure of Dustin May and James Outman, two players who represented different facets of the Dodgers roster depth, underscores the delicate decisions front offices must make. On one hand, there's the desire to retain talented players who can contribute right now. On the other, there's the need to honor player preferences, develop prospects, and manage payroll and roster flexibility. The Dodgers' strategy moving forward seems clear. They are doubling down on a rotation stocked with top-tier pitchers who can reliably take the mound every fifth day, while supplementing the lineup with young, promising talent who can grow into key roles. This approach is designed to keep Los Angeles competitive in a league that is as demanding as it is unpredictable. With a pitching staff anchored by names like Snell and Ohtani, combined with emerging arms like Sheehan, the Dodgers are setting themselves up for a strong push down the stretch. At the same time, by bringing in prospects like Tibbs and Earhart, the organization signals its commitment to the future. Developing a steady pipeline of talent is essential in a sport where injuries, performance slumps, and the grind of a long season can quickly derail even the most talented rosters. These newcomers carry with them the hope of becoming difference makers, whether through athleticism in the outfield, offensive production, or even leadership within the clubhouse. The baseball world will be watching closely to see how these transactions play out on the field. Dustin May's career in Boston will be a storyline to follow. Whether he can harness his potential and establish himself as a consistent starter will shape not only his future, but also how this trade is ultimately evaluated. For the Dodgers, the challenge lies in integrating new talent seamlessly and maintaining the high standards that have made them perennial contenders. Meanwhile, James Outman's fresh start with the Twins offers a narrative of resilience and opportunity. His ability to adjust and find success in a new environment could redefine his career trajectory, giving him the chance to become a key contributor and fan favorite in Minnesota. These stories are what make the trade deadline period so compelling, moments where players' futures hinge on decisions made in boardrooms and fans see the ripple effects unfold in real time on the diamond. The 2025 MLB trade deadline has thus been a defining moment for the Dodgers, a pivot point that reflects their priorities and sets the tone for the remainder of the season. While the departure of familiar faces is never easy, these moves demonstrate the organization's willingness to adapt and innovate in pursuit of excellence. As the regular season progresses, the impact of these decisions will become clearer. But for now, the Dodgers appear ready to face the challenges ahead with a refreshed roster and a clear sense of direction. With the dust settling after the trade deadline, the Dodgers now enter a critical phase of the 2025 season with a roster that reflects both the urgency of immediate success and the careful nurturing of future assets. The decision to part ways with Dustin May and James Outman sends a clear message about how the team values fit, role clarity, and player development as it chases yet another championship run. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. There's been a growing buzz within the baseball community about the potential arrival of SEIYA Suzuki to the Los Angeles Dodgers, igniting passionate discussions among fans and analysts alike. The Dodgers, renowned for their strategic prowess and ability to blend power with precision, could find in Suzuki the perfect fusion of offensive discipline and raw power that has long eluded him. Suzuki, a prominent figure in Nippon Professional Baseball (NPB), has impressed scouts and insiders with his ability to combine patient plate discipline with explosive hitting. Rumors suggest that Los Angeles is seriously contemplating making a move to bring this rising star to the major leagues, potentially addressing some long-standing gaps in their lineup. The Dodgers have often been lauded for their balanced offensive approach, yet critics have pointed out their occasional lack of consistent power hitters who can also demonstrate disciplined at-bats. Suzuki's profile fits this niche almost perfectly, with his track record showing not only home run potential, but also a keen eye for strikes and a low strikeout rate. This combination could translate into a more formidable and unpredictable Dodgers offense, increasing their chances of deep playoff runs and ultimately World Series glory. Speculation about Suzuki's arrival has sparked excitement, but also curiosity about how seamlessly he could adapt to the demands of Major League Baseball, considering the jump from Japanese to American pitching styles. In addition to his raw, offensive potential, Suzuki's defensive capabilities have added to the allure of this possible acquisition for the Dodgers. Known primarily as an outfielder, Suzuki possesses a strong arm and solid fielding instincts, traits that fit well within the Dodgers' defensive schemes. Los Angeles has prioritized outfield defense in recent seasons, often relying on players who combine speed, range, and arm strength to suppress opponents' scoring opportunities. If the Dodgers were to secure Suzuki, it could represent a rare convergence of offensive firepower and defensive reliability, elevating the team's overall competitiveness. However, insiders warn that the transition from NPB to MLB is not without its challenges. The differences in pitching velocity, pitch variety, and game tempo require adjustment, and not all international players have succeeded in making this leap effortlessly. Yet Suzuki's mental approach and demonstrated adaptability in Japan's top league suggest he may have the resilience necessary to thrive in Los Angeles. Scouts have reported that Suzuki's approach at the plate, characterized by patience and a refusal to chase bad pitches, might serve him well against the sophisticated pitching strategies prevalent in MLB. Should the Dodgers finalize a deal, it might mark the beginning of a new chapter in the team's quest for offensive excellence and championship success. Meanwhile, whispers about the Dodgers' front office strategy have only fueled speculation about their interest in Suzuki. Sources close to the team hint at a long-term vision focused on sustainable offensive production, blending veteran leadership with youthful energy. Suzuki, still in the prime of his career, fits neatly into this blueprint. His presence could offer not only immediate offensive upgrades, but also a mentor figure for younger players learning the ropes in the high-pressure environment of Los Angeles. Some analysts suggest that the Dodgers may be looking beyond mere statistical contributions, valuing Suzuki's professional demeanor, work ethic, and international experience as critical factors. The global growth of baseball has made international signings increasingly important, and Suzuki represents one of the most tantalizing prospects available on the market. If the Dodgers successfully integrate him into their roster, it may spark a trend of further international acquisitions designed to keep the team competitive against the constantly evolving landscape of Major League Baseball. Such a move could also increase the Dodgers' appeal in international markets, expanding their fan base and commercial opportunities. Fans and insiders eagerly await confirmation, but the mere possibility of Suzuki joining the Dodgers has already energized discussions about the future of the franchise. Of course, the financial implications of acquiring a player like Suzuki add another layer of complexity to the rumors swirling around Los Angeles. Suzuki's market value, driven by his impressive performance in Japan and growing reputation, would likely command a significant investment from the Dodgers. Negotiations might revolve not only around contract length and salary, but also around performance incentives tied to Suzuki's ability to adapt and succeed in MLB. The Dodgers have shown a willingness to invest heavily in top talent, balancing payroll flexibility with competitive urgency. If they see Suzuki as a cornerstone player, this could justify a premium contract that reflects both his current skills and future potential. However, some experts caution that overpaying for international talent carries risks, particularly if the player struggles with the transition to a different baseball culture and style. The Dodgers management will have to weigh these factors carefully, balancing optimism with pragmatism. In any case, the mere presence of Suzuki's name in trade talks or free agent rumors speaks volumes about his growing stature. The Dodgers' commitment to maintaining a competitive edge in a crowded National League West division could hinge on bold moves like this, making the prospect of Suzuki in LA a hot topic among baseball insiders. Ultimately, the notion of SEIYA, Suzuki joining the Dodgers, sparks not just excitement, but also thoughtful debate about the evolving nature of baseball talent acquisition and team-building strategies. If Suzuki does arrive in Los Angeles, his blend of power, discipline, and defensive skill could reshape the Dodgers' identity in ways both subtle and profound. The rumors suggest a franchise eager to embrace innovation and global talent seeking players who can perform under pressure while contributing to a winning culture. Observers are keen to see how Suzuki's style, marked by a blend of patient hitting and aggressive power, will mesh with the Dodgers' existing roster and tactical approach. There is also curiosity about the broader impact on MLB's international scouting and signing practices, as Suzuki's success could inspire other teams to prioritize similar players from NPB and beyond. Until official announcements are made, the Dodgers' potential signing of Suzuki remains a tantalizing rumor, a story that embodies hope, ambition, and the thrilling uncertainty that makes baseball so compelling. Fans continue to speculate, imagining the cheers in Dodger Stadium as Suzuki steps up to the plate, blending his unique talents with the storied legacy of one of baseball's most iconic franchises. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.